distance and you're like, yo, hey guys, look at this person. My bad. And I get some people, like, I understand it's a mobile game. People don't want to play it on the mobile. But I'm like, if you want to see the console adaptation, once again, support it now so that Square Enix is like, oh, people like this. If we want to see this version of it, we got to support the current version of it so that they go, okay, the West is supporting this heavily. Like, and I was even with the controller, so it's rough. That's another thing. This game has controller support, and it actually works out quite well. In all honesty, I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller. It does work with a PlayStation 5 controller. I've heard that it works with the Xbox controller. I haven't seen what the control scheme is. I don't like the control scheme on the PlayStation 5 controller. I'm gonna say that right now. There's like a lot of things that people can do to make this game playable. And on top of that, like people are like, well, it's too small to play this on my phone when I want to be able to see it on a big screen. You can literally get a USB-C adapter that has HDMI port on it and plug it into that, and then you can connect it to your screen, and then now you're playing it on a big screen. Double that with the USB support slot, plug in a controller to it, boom, now you have controller support. Now it's just like you're playing it almost in a console form. So these are what they look like. There's your USB-C, you plug that into your phone, and on the other end you'll, like, this one has a lot of different ports you can plug into it. So but you get your basic USB, which you can plug in for your controller. And then you can get one like this one that has the HDMI, so you plug in the HDMI. These things are actually not that expensive. You can get it for pretty cheap. People are like, well, I don't know what the controls are. Like, I'm confused, which is understandable because it's not easily understood. All right, so obviously you got movement. See, just like in any game, your left analog stick is what you move with. Your right stick moves your camera around. One thing that's kind of awkward, square. That's your melee button. Every character has every class type has a melee button. So let's go grab a gun real quick. There's multiple different types of guns, as you can see. I need to go grab some ammo. Automatic. These are the red vending machines that I was talking about. You can upgrade your attack power like 2 times. Yo, who is hitting me? As you can see, the more of them I keep grabbing, you notice that at the bottom of the screen, the material level is changing on it. So my cure is already at level 3, which is the max level you can get it to. If I grab another. But yo, like, leave me alone. Blizzard's still at level 2, but once I grab another Blizzard, it'll be at level 3. Anyways, let me explain the materia. So, for if you're using a console or a PS4 controller, I think even it works the same as Xbox. L1. That's how you actually ready your materia. And then R1 is how you use your first slot. So in this case, it'll be gravity. It's R1. That's how you prepare your first materia slot, which in this case is gravity for me. And then throw it out there, boom. There's gravity sitting there. L1 and R2 is how you use your second materia slot, which in this case is cure. So I'm using Curaga, boom. Now I just healed myself. L1 and L2 is how you use your third slot, which in this case is Blizzard or Blizzaga, since it's level 3, and boom, there it is. This is that room that I was talking about for mages, for the sorcerer class. That basically casts it multiple times, so you use cure right here. And you see it's a gigantic cure circle and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's how you use your materia. And then if you wanted to use a gun, if you want to, you could either press L2, which is how you go into aiming with your gun, which automatically brings out your gun. You hold it, you go in first person mode with the gun. So as you can see, holding L2 right here, and I'm aiming. If you say that you were like in the middle of meleeing, but you didn't want to immediately start shooting, you press R2, and then that's how you bring out your gun. You can do it too with the aiming. Like you press L2 or R2, you'll pull out, switch to your gun. Square obviously switches back to going melee. If you press left on the D-pad, that's how you can also switch to your gun, but that's also how you switch to your 2 different guns. Obviously, you can pick up 2 guns, so you press left on the D-pad, you can switch between them. Square is how you reload your gun, so you can go shoot a couple of times. If you go in first person view mode, by the way, you can, your shoot button's gonna be R2, which is already R2 on its own. So like I said, if you press up on the D-pad, boom, whatever, usually it's potions that's gonna be in that first slot down there at the bottom. You press that, you use your potion. Start button, obviously, is how you bring up your inventory. Press it again, close it. Your select button or the share button on the PS4 controller is how you bring up your map. If you wanted to ping something, say you see somebody off in the distance and you're like, yo, hey guys, look at this person. My bad.
Enemy spotted.
See, you press the R3 button in, that's how you ping them. L3 in is how you press the auto run button. So you press L3 and the analog stick in when you start auto running. Press it again, you stop auto running. I'll tell you guys about the upgrading. So yeah, I got 200 gil. You get gil from killing monsters, and sometimes you might find some other players. But you also have mission objectives that pop out like that look like things. Usually they consist of 2 different things, which is kill a specific monster X amount of times, or go kill other players in a match. And it'll tell you like either kill 1 player, 2, or 4. And then you complete those, you get experience, and you get money for doing that, in which you can in turn take it to this vending machine here, and you can upgrade your attack power, which I'm maxed out now. There's 2 different other ones. There's ones that have guns in it. There's other ones that have like potions and other things that you can get. Speaking of which, this is the Chocobo station, which you can find in the maps, which you can summon your Chocobo, which if I'm not mistaken, they give you a free one to start out with. Monk. This one's one of my favorite classes. So Monk has the latent ability. I changed mine, but you can do, as you're comboing the person, you can actually get your health back. So say like they're shooting at you and then you got in close enough to start comboing them. Each hit would give you some of your health back. That's the first ability that they have. But as you can see, Monk has the highest hits per combo before you do your finishing attack. They also have the mana shield, which throw that out, it blocks anything in front of you as far as damage goes. So you can actually say someone goes down and then like they got sniped from in front of you, you throw that down, you can go up, go revive them on your squad, and boom, there's that. Sorcerer. Sorcerer has the 2 hit, so you get that 1, 2. That's it. That's all their melee attacks does. Each time you do that last hit is usually a knockback hit that knocks the person down and gives you a chance to like combo them in a sense a bit more. So the sorcerer circle thing, the arcane field, you use that, and then say you want to use. So now that does far more damage because of the fact that, you can read about it right here. Magic boost, the skill. So you have a 20% chance that inflicts increased damage when you attack with materia. So, for example, that matter of fact, let me go grab fire. If I go grab fire, you'll fully see what I mean. So you see that person just threw like 3 of them out with that skill activated. Last but not least, the ninja class. You got 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you get 3. So yeah, you throw that, you got your ninja star, and that does like a circle radius hit in front of you. So, and it might even be able to hit somebody behind you too, depending on like, I guess the angle, if they run up towards you, try to hit you. Trait is they can actually turn invisible, and when you get shot, you actually run faster. So as you can see now, I'm running a little bit faster than an average character would run because I took a bit of damage. Now I can turn invisible. Granted, they can still see you because they can see that green trail. This doesn't mean that you're immune to damage. It just means that if you used it, they probably got thrown off, like where the heck did they go? But then they see that little bit of green and they're like, okay, that's where they're at. As you play the game, you can actually get mastery of the class and get other skills to work with it. You just got to keep leveling up the class to get newer skills. I know with Ranger, I actually have the ability to summon a slug ray, which is those little robots with the machine guns, and I can control that and fly that around and shoot other players and find out where they're at. So with Warrior, I got it up to level 6 right now, working towards level 7. You get these little manuals right here, like that's where the tessellation is that you see me poking at it. That's you get these books, and then with those books, that's how you unlock the new abilities and skills. So Rush is the one you start with for Warrior. You get a Punisher, and when you get 2 books, and as you can see, it increases melee attack, damage, attack range, and movement speed for a short amount of time. So that's great for a warrior. Basically, you can just be hyper aggressive with that. Then you got the other skills. So with that, you start off with the survivor spoil. So you last attack is a melee attack. You get health back after you kill them. Counter shield, as you can see right here, which I'm not going to unlock, so I don't know if I want to have that or not. You take damage, you create a barrier facing the direction that you took damage from. So say you got sniped by somebody, but they didn't kill you. Boom, now you have a barrier built up that will save you from another attack. Threaten, basically, you hit somebody, you melee them, their movement speed drops. And those are the 3 skills that you can get with that. Switch over to Sorcerer, which I still haven't seen these. I haven't paid any attention. Arcane Field, you step in that, you increase your MP, and it also increases your chances for... No, that's the other one. That increases your chances for a critical. The other one is Trance, reduces MP cost, increases MP recovery. Material by 1, increases movement speed temporarily, so that's actually kind of busted. Because if you get the right skills with that... Drain, defeating monsters and enemy candidates with material attacks, restores HP, MP recovery time is reduced when damage is taken. Yo, Sorcerer is kind of nice. Increase the effective HP recovery you perform with the exception of consumables. Let's see what Ninja has. So you got Hide, which you can go invisible. But you can't do anything when you're invisible, by the way. Blade Shift, that's basically, so that's the other one. That's Loba, that's what that is. So Blade Shift is you throw your star out, and then you teleport to where it lands at, basically. Retreat, you obviously take damage, you start moving faster. Lightfoot, so you can sometimes hear other players, and then that prevents them from being able to really hear you. Increase your movement speed when inside the hazard zone. Mana Wall, obviously Chakra Field. So this creates a field that removes poison and recovers HP for candidates, so I think that works with teammates too, which is dope. Chakra Unleashed, which is I bought that one. So say you take a lot of damage and like crap, like I'm losing too much health. As soon as you take a certain amount of damage, you instantly heal. And then we got Ranger. So Ranger, obviously their ability is they get more ammo or whatever they find. Ninjas also have the ability to double jump too. That's what their natural talent is. They can double jump. Like I said, I have the ability to control a slug ray, and I can use that to scout around, and I can shoot people from it too. And then I have the sniper eye, which I usually do use that in a group setting. I'll watch people from a distance, and then as I'm staring at them, they end up getting like an icon on them that the rest of the team can see. So it's just like, oh, he spotted them, so now he's revealed it to everybody else. Silencer, as you can see, it reduces the firing sound. And then acute sense, so say if someone's trying to snipe me, I can see them when they're trying to snipe me. So if you guys want to see like my stats, see how trash I am at the game, I'm still in trainee rank for the different things. If you want to see my titles, I got a couple of titles. So that's the one you start out with. That's the one for getting 5 kills in a match. I won 3 matches in a row one of these nights. This is for killing 5 people with a gun. I had 3 headshots in a row, and I killed 3 people with a headshot back to back. This is the one I used. I maxed out everything, so I had a maxed out gun, maxed out damage. I actually had 2 maxed out guns, maxed out damage as far as my melee attacks, and I had all my materials maxed out in one match, so I got that. I got a lot of money in one of the matches. I had 500 gil, killed 10 monsters in a match. This one right here is for beating. There's usually in the middle of a match they'll spawn the first boss from Final Fantasy VII, the Scorpion boss, and you can go fight it with other players, and you get a thing for that. I haven't done that yet because I don't like fighting a thing, and that's all that I have right now.